So what we have to do is kind of amend this so that we can bring a motion to the floor on Wednesday to include Chase's amendment.
And what was Chase's amendment? Can you remind me?
Yep, Representative Foster made a motion to amend the resolution as follows. The town council shall develop a specific policy for the management of the unassigned fund balance.
Okay. So we're going to work that into the initiative of the wording I just sent over to everybody?
I would say so, yes.
Or does
Bruce,
that-
do you mind sending that to me as well, please?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Forgot.
So, Kathy,
Yep,
is the power of initiative to create, is the language that we're talking about included in the information that came with the agenda?
so the
It ends with capital reserve project debt obligation or investment account.
No, we scrapped it to just one sentence, and that was the sentence that Kathy read.
Okay. So, okay.
We're talking about the resolved, right? The resolve would just, we would eliminate include
Everything before.
issue a refund for all town Groton taxpayers for the funds. Right.
Because that's not allowed because of state statutes.
Right. So it would say the town council to develop a specific policy for the management of the unassigned. I got it.
Yep.
It's just that last line, end at fund balance instead of to include.
So we're scrapping
nothing
all
on-
the. Go ahead, Roseanne.
No, I'm sorry. Please continue.
We're scrapping all those whereases in the resolution that came today and just having the resolve
Okay.
that is worded like what Chase has. What Chase,
Okay. Proposed.
is that what everybody understands?
Right, and it's not a resolution, it would be a recommendation.
Recommendation.
And this is separate and apart from what Roseanne wants to do with a task force about the unassigned fund balance.
What Bruce brought up last time?
Yeah, I think it was Bruce who brought it up.
Yeah.
Right, Bruce?
So what did you say, Roseanne?
So we're recommending that the RTM write a letter to the town council with this language. Is that what's happening? And there's no resolution and there's no
Correct.
power of initiative.
No power of initiative, but this recommendation is going to the RTM on Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm going to write in there is that the RTM Finance Committee makes a recommendation to the town that the town council shall develop a special policy for the management of the unassigned fund balance, period. Is that it?
Yeah. And will people say you can't tell the town council to do anything?
It's a recommendation, and we did it for the crosswalks over by EB. We can absolutely do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, part of that we can't tell the council anything goes kind of against the grain of the idea of an RTM as replacing a town meeting. If in a town meeting, a majority of people said, you shall do something, why wouldn't they then do it?
Excellent point.
Representative Casper, we agree.
You're still muted, Rep. Casper. You're still muted.
you, Representative Katowski. I see you're changing to a Democrat.
All right, so anything else? I mean, do we need to talk about Bruce's, or what are we gonna do with Bruce's recommendation?
I don't think anything,
Nothing?
you know, there, it's, I think it's covered in that now, where it's like trying to get to talk about it and, yeah.
Okay,
And I think that when you or Beverly or whatever talks about it at the RTM meeting Wednesday night, it should be explained. Like, I think what Representative Casper said, that the body that represents the town, and we're asking for the council to do something, and it should be taken seriously. I think that my perception is that the RTM is, my experiences so far has just not a lot of teeth. Like, it seems like there's not a lot going on. There's a lot of talk, not a lot of action, and the RTM is not being very, very respected by the other powers. But that's just my perception.
Here, here.
So,
I agree with you, Bruce.
thanks.
I don't know, Roseanne, you might be a Republican after all.
Madam Chair, I just want to chime in because everything you're saying is exactly right. The original charter spells out exactly the detail of the power of the RTM, which makes it a legislative body with the power to enact law. So there isn't another RTM like it. And I keep going around and around with the town manager and the town attorneys on the subject, that they need to educate themselves as to what our charter actually does say. And you know, we do have a power in the RTM that we don't have with the council. The council can make a resolution and an ordinance, and the RTM can stop those. That's the law according to the charter. So I don't understand why the suggestion that the RTM can't use a power of initiative ever is wrong. And to another point, 9.6, Representative Flax brought this up at the last RTM meeting. I did send that to the town attorney, and I'm still waiting for his opinion. This is Rich Cody, because he's the one who's really stirred the pot, saying that you can't do all these things. So he needs to come back and say, well, really, what does 9.6 mean then? What does 9.6 do? It's saying that anything, regardless, that is an expenditure over $10,000 has to be approved by the RTM. How can you say it doesn't say that?
right.
So let's see what he says, if he does say. And there are some town attorney opinions from past years that might be valuable for the RTM to review. And maybe that should be a suggestion from the floor, to review power of initiative to see what it entails. Maybe then you'd get some respect from, at least from the town attorneys to answer a question.
Well, in the short time that I've been on the RTM, I've only seen it used twice. Roseanne tried to do it once and got basically crucified for it. And now this one is not working either. Remember that,
don't-
Roseanne?
Yeah, that was a trigger
Yeah.
for the budget increase.
I don't understand how we're supposed to be the fiduciary arm and we have no means to fiduciate.
It's exactly the question. So it should be studied. I think it's very clear what the town charter says, and it states, and when it flies in your face that, oh, it's against state statute, I don't see that at all. So the statutes give the towns the power to create their own charter, and we did.
This is what we were trying to get at, Bruce, if you remember, during when you tasked a committee to change the charter and see if we needed the RTM.
Hmm.
remember?
I do.
That's what we were trying to do to have more teeth, and we ran out of time, basically.
Mhm.
But
Maybe there'll be another charter revision commission. I'm not sure anytime soon, but maybe somewhere down the road.
yeah.
So,
So, all right, anything else? So we're basically going to make a recommendation to the RTM to vote on the recommendation that Chase made. Anything else?
hey, I'm just wondering, are we like with the indoor numbers, are we close, Betsy, to getting back to live? Like getting back to the senior center with the
Very good
policy?
question. Very good question. And I did ask the town manager by way of that moderator letter that you looked at, because I thought that what the town manager had said for the RTM, the last meeting, he said, you never know, we might be meeting in April in a hybrid. And so that's what I thought we were going to be faced with in April. See, we've got a meeting tomorrow, a department heads meeting. I'll let you know if it's mentioned tomorrow. But I think that there very well could be live, people that want to be live. But if you don't want to, you can do Zoom. So you could have a hybrid of both. There are some people that aren't comfortable being in a room, although that's an enormous room. So,
I know, but when all of us show up, it's pretty packed.
Yeah, right.
Well, but you don't take up the whole room. You have
Five rounds.
room for seats for visitors. So you could say no visitors. Visitors have to go on Zoom.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right, well, thanks for that. Just curious.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Do you guys need to make a motion or anything for this recommendation?
I don't see why we would. It's already a motion. It's already been voted on
Oh, okay.
last time. Yeah.
All right.
What
Well,
do you think, Bruce? I don't think so.
I mean, we could say that, we can make a motion for the committee that's here just to say that the finance committee approved the changes. It probably, better to have it than have them say, well, did you approve it in finance committee? And then it must have said, well, no, we didn't, So,
What's the matter?
All right, so does somebody want to make a motion?
I make a motion to represent the resolution as stated. I think it would say, resolve that the town council shall develop a request that the town council develop a specific policy for the management of the unassigned fund balance. Is that right?
Second.
Great.
All right, Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce motioned and Roseanne seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any nays? Any abstentions? So moved.
Casper, wow.
All right, anything else? Betsy, do we need to do anything else? No? You're muted.
Is there
you go.
anything else on your agenda? I don't see anything
Oh,
else.
that's it.
That's it.
That's
I'm
it.
going to adjourn, I guess.
Yep, I would say so.
All right.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks,
Thank
Kathy.
Thanks for showing up, Roseanne. Otherwise, we couldn't have had the meeting. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All
Hey,
right,
everybody.
Roseanne, where's your,
thanks, everyone.
You're adjourned
Bye-bye.
at
6:48.